Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, TheRealErikaF. As usual, if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back. Feel free to subscribe, like, and comment if you haven't clicked on this video. I will really appreciate your support. I'm trying to continue to build and grow this so I can keep making content for you all, and yeah, just keep being as amazing as possible. So if this is a video that you like, please like it so I know to keep making more videos like this in the future. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, as you all know, most of my videos that are mostly viewed are about LA, so I know that y'all want more content about that. So I decided, since one of the biggest questions I get asked, whether it's on Instagram, my DMs, in my comments, on Twitter, wherever, most of the questions you all ask me is always about how to find housing in LA and where to look and things like that. So I understand it's really stressful. That's before anything else. You have to have a house, you have to have somewhere to live. Believe me, I get it. I understand it's super stressful. So for me, the top things that I could say, first of all, normal things like everybody else. Looking on apartments.com, looking on Zillow, looking places like that. But more importantly than that, I would say determine what's most important for you when it comes to finding housing. Is it more important that you live by your job? Is it more important that you live by where you're going to be going out? Are you going to spend a lot of time going out and you don't want to have to commute there? Do you want to spend most of your time at the beach so you don't want to have to commute there? You rather just live by the beach and commute to work every day? Do you not know where you're going to be working yet? Do you know where you're going to be working? All those things matter. For me, since I spend most of my time at work, I'd prefer to live close to work. When I first moved out here, I had a different job and I lived super close to work, and I still live really close to that job because I have not moved since I moved to LA. But now I work in West Hollywood, but I live in the Valley, and my commute to work is an hour and my commute home is an hour. And at first I didn't mind it, but now I absolutely hate it because I waste so much time in traffic and I waste so much gas getting back and forth to West Hollywood, so it's really annoying. So with that, I would say when it comes, sorry, I'm moving so much, y'all, my legs kind of hurt, but I would just say when it comes to looking for housing, just determine what's most important for you in finding your housing, because that's really important. So based off that, finding housing in the outskirts is going to be a lot cheaper than finding something in downtown LA or in West Hollywood or places like that. Now, I'm not going to say it's impossible to find something that's cheaper in those areas, but I will say it might not be exactly what you want. Even where I live currently, I would prefer to live somewhere, like in college, I had the luxury of living in like luxury housing, and which was not how I lived growing up. I lived a very low middle class or high low class, and now that I'm in LA, I'm living pretty low middle class for sure. I just prefer to have like stainless steel appliances, or I don't know, not these blinds, they drive me insane. But so I would just say, like, understand that to have something that's more affordable, you're gonna have to give up certain things. There's a lot of different areas you can live. A lot of people hit me up about areas. There's West Hollywood, there's Hollywood, there's Santa Monica, Venice, downtown LA, North Hollywood, which is a little cheaper than those areas, and there's the Valley area, which has Van Nuys, Northridge, Santa Clarita, Pasadena, all those areas. But those areas are getting you a lot further away, and that's more up north, because down south is like Inglewood, Baldwin Hills. There's Mid-City, which is close to downtown. That's where I lived when I had an internship in LA, which I absolutely love Mid-City, but it is also more expensive than where I live currently. So for housing, it's kind of harder to find all of the apartments because they're not all listed online at all. When you're looking online, you're only going to find certain places. You're going to find more luxury places, more expensive places for sure. I started to find cheaper places when I went to Facebook housing groups. There's a lot of different Facebook housing groups. If you just search Los Angeles housing, there's a lot of different communities. There are a few communities which are private, so it is harder to get into those. You kind of have to know somebody. I am in one, but I know that there's a few different ones, but you have to know somebody to be approved to get in by the admins. So I would definitely say check out Facebook, reach out to people there. If you have Tinder and stuff like that, or Bumble, you could download those apps and change your location. I know if you pay for Tinder, you can change your location to say that you're somewhere else. Bumble, I don't really know, but I know you could do like Bumble BFF and stuff like that. And if you could change your location to be in LA and put in your bio like specifically looking for housing, looking for roommates, that might be a good way to find people. I don't know, these are just recommendations. I haven't tried that. Like I said, I used Facebook. That's how I found my roommates. And then I found my current roommate via Instagram. We both followed each other. And I've had amazing experiences with all of my roommates. I've had 3 since I've lived here, and then 1 last summer, but that was somebody I knew from back home. We were both out here on an internship. But so yeah, so I would just highly recommend Facebook. And then when you're looking at housing, find out like if utilities are included. If they're not included, a lot of places do not have utilities included. Some places you could share a room. Some people will be willing to let you live in their living room just so they can make rent cheaper everywhere, like across all the roommates. A lot of people I know a lot of people have multiple people inside of like a 2-bedroom, like 6 and 8 people inside of a 2-bedroom. I know a lot of people who might live in like bunk bed houses. Like, people do a lot to make housing affordable out here. Realistically, if you want to have your own space, like a studio, it's going to be around upwards of $1,500, and that's upward, like, to get it like $1,800 a month is not a nice studio. It's not a lot of room at all. And then if you want a 1-bedroom, it's gonna go up probably like $1,000 more past that. And that's just, instead of having everything in the same space, a studio is like a box, and everything's in the same space. Like your bathroom, your kitchen, your living room, and your bedroom are all within the same space. It might have walls to separate things, but it's all in the same space. And then if you get a 1-bedroom, your bedroom will actually be private with the door completely closing it off. It might have the bathroom inside of your bedroom. The bathroom might be inside of the open area for if you have guests over and things like that. It all just varies and depends. I live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom in the Valley area, so that's like Van Nuys, Northridge, all that stuff, just north of North Hollywood. And I pay $800 a month plus utilities, and then my roommate also pays $800 a month plus utilities, which include like water, gas, electric, and Wi-Fi. We don't have cable here because we don't use it, but so utilities are usually not more than like $70 a month. But yeah, so I would just say it's possible to find housing, but it's definitely hard. And then also when you're applying, keep in mind that you have to make 3 times the amount of rent. So like rent here is technically $1,600 a month. So we had to provide proof of income. Well, I did, since I'm the like main leasee, of 3 times that amount to be able to get approved to live here. And if you don't make that, you'll have to have like a guarantor or a co-signer. You might be able to talk to them if you like have enough in cash or enough in your account to be able to cover certain things. If you don't make that much, they might be able to work with you depending on where you want to live. Some places don't let you have co-signers and guarantors, so these are all really important questions to ask and things to think about when you're deciding if you're going to move. A lot of people also ask me how much money they should have saved. I knew I had a job lined up for when I got here. Like I was coming in and I started the day after I moved here when I initially moved. And I was making enough to be able to cover rent and everything else. Like I already knew that. So when I moved here, I had enough to pay my first month's rent, which I paid to the people I lived with, and I had enough to I had like $200 after that to be able to pay for groceries and gas and stuff and get me through the month until I got paid. I thought I wasn't going to get paid for a whole month, but I actually ended up getting paid 2 weeks after I started, which was a blessing because I was actually stressed. But so yeah, I personally did not save up that much money because I literally I graduated December 17th and my job started January 1st. And in college I did not have a job to save money. So if you have time to save money, I would recommend saving like 5 months worth of rent, 3 to 5 months worth of rent, because you just never know. And if you don't have a job saved up, I would say definitely save like 6 months worth of rent if you can. Just work really hard, save that money, save as much as you can. Yeah, because you just never know. If you don't have a job when you get here, you don't know how long you won't have a job. And if you do have a job when you get here, you still just don't know if you're here like pursuing your dreams, but you're working a job that you don't really want to do. You might want to quit at some point to put all of your energy into your craft for like a month or 2 to see where it takes you. And so it's just better to have that cushion and have that money saved up. You just also never know about layoffs and stuff like that. or any surprise expenses that could come up. Like I've gotten my car towed twice, which I have no cushion money saved up at all, which is not good at all, but because God and my life and everything, it all ends up working out. But I have had my car towed twice. I've got so many tickets. I still need to register my vehicle to California. I need to get a California driver's license, all these different things. So just keep all of those things in mind when you're going to make a move to LA. You're technically supposed to register your vehicle within 14 days of having moved here, and you're supposed to have a California driver's license and all that stuff. And you have to turn in your old driver's license to get your new one, and all these different things. So just keep all of that stuff in mind when you are moving here, and save up money for those things. And then yeah, so just looking for a roommate, I'll recommend using social media, using different housing searches on Facebook, using Craigslist, but also be cautious of those things because you just never know with people. Set up Skype video calls, make sure you're not being scammed. Talk to family if you have those resources. If you know any realtors, I would recommend reaching out to them. If you need to reach out to me, feel free. So y'all, I do have a full-time job, and I do have friendships, and I do have a relationship, and I do have all these things that I have to balance. And so as much as I want this to be my priority, like helping everybody find housing and do things and find places to live, it just can't be. So if I don't get back to you, I'm sorry. I do try my best to get back to as many people as possible when I can, and I'm sorry if it's ever delayed. But feel free to DM me if you want to. I think I am going to start a side business on the weekends where I can like actually get paid to actually go and look at housing for you all. I'll feel free to record videos and send you all detailed reports, pictures, etc., of the places out here in LA. Just give me like different areas, like whether you want it to be in Echo Park or Mid City or downtown LA, and I'll feel free to go and just explore the area and send you what's in the area as well as photos, videos, etc. But if I'm doing that, it would have to be something I'm getting compensated for, just because, like I said, I have all these other things going on and things that I do get paid for and friends that I do not see that often because my job is already really a lot time-wise. So yeah, feel free to DM me if you're interested in that, or if you just have questions. Like I said, I will do my best to get back to you. I hope that this helped some of you with something regarding housing. I know some people do have horror stories with roommates. Some people do have horror stories with where they have lived. I have been very fortunate in what I've been a part of and like done since I've been in LA, where I've lived and who I've lived with. And so I just hope that this has been able to provide you all hope and encouragement in your journey and your big move. And I wish you all the best and the most luck and happiness and success in LA, because it's an amazing city filled with so much opportunity and just all these great things. So stay blessed, stay tuned. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Leave any questions below, DM me, whatever. And I will see you all so soon. Bye.